Section, this is solve each of the following equations. Now, what's going to happen in this chapter repeatedly is you're going to use the minus b formula. But what's going to happen is, before you used to have the word syntax error would come up in your calculator. If you use your calculator only, what's going to happen is each and every one of these questions will come up as an error. I'm going to tell you why. In this question, you're going to see the square root of minus 16. You're going to see the square root of minus 1. You're going to see the square root of minus 9. You're going to see the square root of minus 100. You're going to see the square root of a minus 144. Now, when you do the minus b formula, you're going to get these numbers. Now, how are you going to do these numbers? Okay, this is what you're going to do. Remember, I squared is minus 1. Therefore, if I square root both sides, I must be the root of minus 1. Now, here's how you do them. What would root 16 be normally? 4. The answer to this one is 4i. What's root minus 1? I. What's the square root of 9 normally? 9 normally? 3. So the answer therefore is 3i. Square root of 100 minus 10. This one is going to be 10i. And then finally square root of minus 144? 12i. That's all you got to do. It's going to happen every question. Okay, now let me show you what else is going to happen. Okay. We have a standard equation, okay, like let's say number 9, okay? Number 9, we're going to have this x squared. Now remember, in your table, it's ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And it gives you the minus b formula as minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, just new stuff here, okay? Now, what we got to do is, what number comes in front of the x squared? 1. A is 1. The b is 8. Minus b, therefore, is minus 8. C, 17. Plug them all into the formula as you would before. Now, minus b is minus 8, plus or minus the square root sign of b squared, which is 8 squared, minus 4 times 1 times 17, all over 2 times 1. Now, what I would have taught you to do the first time. Okay, guys. So, what would have happened previously was I would have done this like I would have highlighted around this area here, and I said, just do this part first. Now, I'm fully expecting the calculator not to do this. Okay. So you'll see now, 8 squared. Minus 4 times 1 times 17. Now this happens in your calculator. Math error. Okay? What that means is you got a negative number. So if that does happen, it means it's a complex number question. Okay? Take away the square root sign. Press equals. You'll see that it's minus 4. So what's happening here is this. It's minus 8. It's minus 8. Plus or minus, now remember I got rid of the square root sign, so square root of minus 4 all over 2. Now remember what I said about what's root 4? Root 4 is 2, so root minus 4 is 2i. So you have minus 8 plus or minus 2i. Now this is the problem, the calculator won't do this for you. You got to make sure that you divide both the real number and the imaginary number by the bottom. So what's the answer then? Minus 4 plus I and minus 4 minus I. They're your two answers, okay? Now, very easy standard question. Everybody, I'm pretty sure, can do 1 to 9 right now. The question where we get stuck is, what happens if they change up the language? I don't know which question's which. So, let me show you another one, okay? This one here is verify that 4 minus 3i is a root of this equation and find the other root. Well guys, all we have to do is this. All we ever have to do, no matter what a root means is, it's an answer. So in the same way, the last question, these two here are the two roots. These are the two answers, also known as the two roots. So basically, the answer to this quadratic equation, one of the answers is this number here. Find the other answer. Well, we just have a method that gets us both the answers anyway, so we don't even need this information. We can just do what we did last time. So what's A this time, guys? 1B minus 8C minus B 8. Okay. Put in the formula. Okay. So put into the formula and what do we get? Okay. So minus B being 8 plus or minus the square root of minus 8 squared minus 4 times 1 times 25. And once again, guys, this here is not going to be, you can't do it all in the calculator, so you just got to enter the part that doesn't, the part inside the square root sign. Do not use the square root this time. Okay, 4 times 1 times 25. Okay, it's minus 36 when I get there. Okay, 2 times A, 2 times 1. Now, 8 plus or minus, what's the square root of minus 36? Can anybody tell me? 6i over 2. Kane, what's the answer then?
4
Yeah.
minus 6, 3i.
Okay, so 4 plus 3i and 4 minus 3i. Okay, and what we've done there is we've verified that, 4 minus 3i is a root. That's that one answered. It's one of the answers. And then the second part of the question was find the other root. Well, that's 4 plus 3i. Okay? It's always the reverse of the other one. It's always the conjugate, lads. If this is one answer, the other answer is always the conjugate. Okay, last one. This one here, okay? Now, lads, what question is this one again? Can anyone tell me? I left the number out. 21. This question here, Ken. They left out. Okay, so let's look for keywords, okay? P and K are real numbers, such that P 2 plus I plus 8 minus Ki, 5K minus 3 minus I. Find the value of P and the value of K. Well, basically, guys, this is a two-part question, okay? Do you want us to do what we did in the last exercise? 2P plus Pi plus 8 minus Ki equals 5K minus 3 minus I. Label all the real numbers. Real, 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 real. 2P plus 8 equals 5K minus 3. Is everybody happy thus far? Move the K and P over one side, move the real numbers over the other side. Andrew, 2P minus 5K equals minus 3 minus 8, which is minus 11. Imaginary numbers. P minus K equals minus 1, because it's minus 1i. So then you're going to get a P minus K equals minus 1. Solve what P and K is. So, to solve what P and K is, guys, we're going to multiply the bottom one by minus 2. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the P's. So it's going to be 2P minus 5K equals minus 11. Multiply this one by minus 2. Minus 2P plus 2K equals 2. Cancel. Minus 3K equals minus 9. K therefore equals 3. Now it's going to be P minus 3 equals minus 1. P therefore has to be plus 2. Now guys, I'm now on P equals 2, K equals 3. So Cian, how do you do the next part? So I've solved the first part, P equals 2, K equals 3. You need the first part to answer the second part. So how do you answer the second part now? Here's a question, guys. Do we even need the first part to answer the second part? So, if P plus 2K is a root, well, this means 2 plus 3I is a root. But, as I've told you already, all you guys need to do is the one method. A equals 1, B equals minus 4 minus B plus 4, C equals 13, okay? So what we're going to do here is minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Just put it all in, so we're going to get 4 plus or minus the square root of. Now this is going to be 16, b squared is 16, minus 4ac minus 4 times 1 times 13. It's going to be 16 minus 52, which is minus 36 when you put it in the calculator. What's minus 36? 6i. 4 plus or minus 6i all over 2. So what's the answer? 2 plus 3i. Verify it, and the other answer is 2 minus 3i. Okay guys.